In my estimation, this is the best objection handling technique you can use this year. And it's this: prospects don't really know what they want. Because they don't know what they want, it is your role to educate them and guide them so that they can make the right decision. Now, what do I mean? A lot of times, people say things like, oh, but the prospect says this is what he wanted. That's why this is what I'm trying to give him. For example, somebody says, a prospect reaches out and he says, I want a 2-bedroom. And the salesperson says, oh, we don't have a 2-bedroom. We only have a 3-bedroom and a 4-bedroom. So sorry, sir, you may have to try somewhere else. The question is, do prospects really know what they want? The person who says he wants a 2-bedroom, and I'm not using real estate as an example. This goes across every other type of selling. The person said he wants a 2-bedroom. The question is, does he have enough information about the real estate industry or about your industry to be able to say this is what he really wants? To be able to say, see, remember, people buy because they're trying to solve a problem. People buy because they're trying to meet a need. Do they have, the person, this prospect that is trying to make a buying decision, does he have enough information to say that this is the need he has? Fine, he can say this is the need he has, but does he have enough information to say that this is a particular product from this industry that can solve this need? There could be a better product. And that's why in some cases, I tell, when we run our retainers for our clients, we've done this across several countries, including Nigeria, Ghana, USA, EU, Rwanda. And I've practiced this as well when I was in the industry. I was sent for the World Cup and all expense paid trip. I was able to double my portfolio by over 100% in another organization in just 11 months. So I've already done these things. In some of our retainers, we work with some of our clients. A salesperson walks up to me and the person says, oh, this customer says she wants this. And I ask her, next time someone, and I ask her, ask the prospects, why do you want this? Oh, the person says wants a 2-bedroom. Okay, ma, why you can you explain to me for what reason? I try avoid using the word why, because why can sound rude. Like why? So you want to avoid using why as much as possible, but you can coin the question in such a way that you want to get the reason why without using the word why. So, Mr. Prospect, can you walk me through the reason for deciding to choose a 2-bedroom? What are the reasons? So that would help us be sure that this is exactly what suits you now. And you want to ask with permission to ask questions first, right? If you just throw this question in, the person could feel, what do you mean? Don't I know what I want? But if you ask for permission to ask questions, you start the conversation the right way. Hey, thank you so much, sir. I hope you don't mind. Can I ask you a few questions? These questions are questions we ask most of our clients. This would help us know how we can be of help to you, or to make sure that you're making the best decision, or to ensure that we give you the most amount of value. And the person says, oh yes, go ahead. These are questions you ask most of your clients. And you're telling the person, sir, this is just 3 to 4 questions. And the person says, okay, no problem. Let me hear you out. With this now, automatically, you have taken charge of the conversation. You can then get the reason for deciding to choose a 2-bedroom. You'll be amazed. In some cases, we've seen a lot of times when, by the time the person is done giving the reason, the person realizes, sir, you don't even need it's not a 2-bedroom you need. You need a masonette, or you need a 3-bedroom, or you need a duplex. And the person says, oh, really? Oh, I see. Now, why is this so? Because understand that when people see, Jesus said, if the eye is single, the whole body will be full of light. What does this mean? Generally, most people, they see through a tunnel vision. They see in one direction most times. For example, a dentist. A dentist most likely will know a lot about his industry, but he will not know enough about other industries to make decisions in those industries about certain things. That's why he meets professionals. He may not know enough about flying. He may be rich enough to fly his own jet. He may be rich enough to have his own jet, but it doesn't mean that he would have enough information to fly the jet. So he may need to consult a pilot who has more information in that industry. If he wants an IT solution for his practice, he may not have enough information about IT infrastructure. Therefore, he would meet somebody who is specialized in the IT sector to give him the required advice. He may not come across as advice. He may come across, this is what I need. Do you have it? But in reality, what he's looking for is advice, because he doesn't have enough information about that industry to make a decision. So what am I trying to tell you? Spend time this year to educate your prospects. There's a lot of information everywhere right now. Maybe you're in a particular industry where, when it comes to making buying decisions, the prospect seems to talk to a lot of other people first before they make a decision to buy from you. With this in mind, of course, you never talk down your competitor, because science has already shown if you talk down your competitor, the way the brain is set up in such a way, the way the human brain is set up by God, is set up in such a way that if you're talking bad about your prospects, when the person receives the information, in his or her mind, they wouldn't see the other person as bad, but they will see you as a bad person. It's an unconscious thing. So you don't want to ever talk down on your competitors. Leave them alone. Focus on yourself. Let your eye be single on what your job or what your role is. You're here to add value by selling these products to these prospects. So zero in on that. So when it's time to educate, when it's time to sell, or when you engage in a prospect, I know that there are other vendors or other competitors who they will normally consider before they make a buying decision, which is what happens most of the time. Differentiate yourself by spending time to educate. Don't just go ahead and start talking about this is what we're going to do for you, we're going to do this for you, we're going to do that for you. Let them know, oh, this is what it takes to make the right choice for a property. This is what it takes to make the right choice for an insurance scheme. This is what it takes to make the right choice for an IT solution. Then educate. Give them the steps. Tell them the pros. Tell them the cons. Tell them the advantages. Tell them what they would benefit. Tell them how to be of help to them. Educate them. Walk them through. The moment you're done educating, unconsciously, the prospect will see you as the authority. And a lot of times, buying decisions go to the person with the highest authority. So what authority do you have? Have you demonstrated authority? The reason for marketing, and in one of my earlier videos this year, I talked about the importance of doing sales differently this year. Whatever you need to do, whatever you can do some level of marketing. Thank God we have very simple things like WhatsApp status. We have social media, of course. But these things give you very close proximity to your prospects. You let them know who you are and what you do, and to demonstrate your authority. Because you see, the more you demonstrate authority, the more you will be the preferred person of choice for the opportunity. Prospects don't necessarily go to the cheapest product or the cheapest offer. A lot of times, they go to the one who they perceive will give them the most value. And the one with authority, most times, is the one who is perceived to give the most value. So ladies and gentlemen, another way you can demonstrate your authority is by educating. Remember, we respect our teachers. Do you observe that anybody who teaches you, somehow you respect them? You call them master. You call them teacher. You say, sir. Because you assume that, unconsciously, you assume that whoever is teaching you is up there and is giving to you the information. You believe unconsciously that the person is senior to you because he's your teacher. So demonstrate, position yourself as a teacher by doing the educating when you have an engagement with your prospects. And you find out that you will be so persuasive and you'll be able to help them make a buying decision. I'll close with this. I was talking to one of our clients, being one of our retainers. And our retainer means that a client hires us to work with their sales team for a year, 6 months in some cases, to help them set up structures and demonstrate growth in the business. And the lady walked up to me and she says, I took my client to meet the MD to talk to him about our solution. The way the MD walked through and began to educate this prospect, he said she was so amazed. The guy just jumped in immediately, made a deposit. So educate and you will have the advantage. Thanks for watching this video. If you haven't liked this video, you can like here or you can subscribe here. If you haven't watched the next video, you can watch the next video as well. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Talk to you soon.